this mix of emotions should have a name. You search online for the best fragrance, the best price, then you get excited, you order it, you feel so proud of yourself, and then you receive the package, you are in the seventh heaven, you open it, and you are already starting to feel a bit of regret, a bit of scare. Will I like it or not? Maybe it was a blind buy. Then you open it and you are like a kid on Christmas Day opening your present, but at the same time you are judging yourself. Did I need to spend this money? That excitement is fading away while you feel it, and it's being replaced with regret for your money that was wasted. And also you feel the need to chase the next fragrance. So this was the entire loop that I have been living on. It's like a scent spiral, never ending. However, we are above that, and in the present moment, we choose what we want to do. My BFF, hello, thank you so much for stopping by. First of all, I want to say a big thank you for subscribing. We reached a milestone of 3,000 BFFs. Thank you so much. I'm sending you love and a big hug. And for me, it is very important. What I wanted to chat about is that it's been a while. It's been 1 year, more than a year, since I made my anti-birthday perfume haul. That video has been a bigger milestone for me. I received so many messages, so many comments, and I want to thank you for all of them. And I want to send you hugs to each and every single one of you. I hope that my energy comes through the screen. I hope that in this space you get to feel that calm, joy, that whatever you are looking for is already within you. And this space is a portal for you to access it. Even to the negative comments, I would like to send hugs just because everyone deserves a hug. I think it can do no harm. And what I loved most about that video, where I shared vulnerably about myself and my fragrance journey and how I got overwhelmed, how I started with one single fragrance and that was my signature scent. Then I blinked and I got to 50, and then I blinked and I got to 100. This is life. If we don't pay attention, life happens while we are making plans. How was that saying? Happiness is not getting what you want, but wanting what you have. What I loved most about that video is the way you supported each other and your kindness to one another. I love you. In this fragrance chase, like it was never enough, I got to the point when I said stop. And along the way, I figured out that I actually limited myself by having this mentality with black or white, the extremes. If you forbid me to eat this chocolate cake, I will crave it on and on. We all have our reasons why we buy fragrances. I shared my story growing up in Romania. We were not rich. Like my first memories were with my mom having a deodorant with green apple, and it was the best smelling scent in the world. And then I had fragrances from Avon. They were not really mine. My sister was the coordinator. And then when I got a job, I was able to afford one fragrance, and that was my signature scent. And I had Givenchy, very irresistible. Then the best one that I had was Chanel Chance. When I moved to Switzerland and I got a job, all of a sudden my income level grew a lot. Now the difference is not so high between Romania and Switzerland. And what did I do? I had my internal thermostat used to a certain level of money in my bank account, and I subconsciously decided to get to the same level. And what I did was spending a lot on fragrances. And if you spend on niche fragrances, you know that you can get wrecked. I was always chasing the new release, the newest fragrance, hoping that it will make me feel confident, feminine, attractive, but it was never like that. All the feelings I was looking for are not inside the bottle. They are not even in the outside world. They are only within us. We make everything happen for ourselves. After I made the video, and the feedback was amazing, I cannot thank you enough for that. And then I said, oh now what am I going to talk about? Because I said that I quit buying fragrances and now I feel naked somehow. Even now, like if I don't have a bottle of fragrance, I feel a bit exposed talking to you, like I am not enough without showing you a bottle. That was the old me again. I'm kidding. Sending love to myself. Oh, tears are good. That's what I discovered in my self-discovery journey over this past year. It's ourselves that create everything that happens in our life. So that was good. Then I started making this self-improvement content, which was kind of a flop. That was the reality. In the background, I still felt that craving of looking up fragrances, even buying. And then I figured out that it doesn't matter if I buy fragrances or not. What matters is who is in control, just like I said, like mindful. That term is overused. Intentional purchase. And you could say that it's an addiction, but also like a food addiction. It's food that you cannot completely extract from your life, like some kind of other drug. You still need to eat. I'm not saying that it's exactly the same thing. Why should I persecute myself and stop buying fragrances forever when they bring me so much joy, when they join my collection in a mindful, intentional way? If I said that I quit buying fragrances, and then I also said that this is my last video on this channel, then I am not ever going to return and I'm not allowed to change my mind, which was again a way of me persecuting myself. And then I said, it doesn't matter, probably you all have forgotten about me. And when I returned, everyone was so warm and welcoming, and again, I thank you for that. Going forward, what I have been doing, I have been sharing fragrance videos, and the way I see fragrances, the story they inspire, the emotion it sparks, how it makes me feel, but it's my point of view, and I hope that through the screen you can feel a little bit of what I am feeling, and you can touch that sense of calm, peace, joy, and reconnect with yourself. You don't need the fragrance, and when I'm talking about a particular fragrance, you don't need to buy that fragrance. I invite you to look at your collection and see what fragrance awakens the same feeling. Fragrance is so subjective. I am reflecting now because I have been sampling a lot of fragrances. Yeah, as you know, like I think hundreds of fragrances now that I am in Romania. And some of them are almost a 10 out of 10. Do I need all of them? No. For 99% of them, I already have something similar, and either I'm going to let that go if I finally decide to get it, but it will take some time. I'm not gonna jump in and buy it. Our brain does a billion reasoning processes in the background, judging, thinking all the time. But I managed to drill down my process, how I select the fragrances, and how I purchase intentionally the fragrance that is joining my collection. And I gave it a name also. It's the SU method, and it's made of 3 questions. S stands for special. Is this fragrance truly special, or do I already have something similar? E stands for emotion. Does this fragrance awaken an emotion in me? Does it bring up a memory? Does it tell a story? Does it spark joy for me? W stands for when. Can I see a time in my life when I would wear these fragrances? If the answer is yes to all three of them, then you can consider sewing this fragrance in your life. You sew it in your life. Do you get it? Don't buy it directly. I will add it on my wish list, and then I will consider getting a full bottle. Sleep on it. Keep it there for a few weeks at least. Bye bye, fragrance FOMO, and welcome intentional fragrance purchase, freedom, joy, and happiness. A kind reminder that discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. And I don't even like this word discipline. I prefer dedication. Dedication to yourself feels less forced and more affectionate. If you have been watching this video up to this point, can I ask you a small favor? Can you share in the comments what type of content you would like to see from myself and what you find helpful? It would mean the world to me. And also, if you found any other ways to keep a mindful, intentional fragrance collection, and let's help each other out. Thank you for watching. I'm sending you a big hug and so much love, and I can't wait to see you next time. Talking about the reasons, I also wanted to say that at the end of the day, that is in the past. All that matters is the present moment. It's never too late. I am referring to a comment that said that I discovered my fragrance addiction when it was too late. I really believe that it is never too late, or too soon for that matter. The past doesn't have to define you. The future didn't happen yet. Our power is in the present, and every moment is new. Every moment you are new, and you decide what you do. And if you decide to enhance your fragrance collection, to add more, great. Own it, enjoy it, and don't judge yourself for it. At least that. I have sold more fragrances than I bought over the past year. I still blind buy sometimes. Yeah, I'm not perfect, and that's fine. It's part of being human. What helps me is whenever I feel this craving to search, I look on Fragrantica multiple times a day. What I do, I take a deep breath in, and at least I create a bit of space, and it is my choice, so I do it intentionally. I don't wake up scrolling for 5 hours. I don't know what to do with this microphone. It looks bad. Just put it the other way around, but it doesn't matter. What matters more is the message and connecting with all of you.